I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
With my boy Alfred on MrTaliaferro.com.
MrTaliaferro.com.
Like right now, I'm about to go to Walmart.
Just to see you with your logo on your mics.
You're rocking with MrTaliaferro.com.
Y'all go to MrTaliaferro.com. It's going down.
My biggest gift is my voice. It allows me to speak to the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty.
All right, so rarely will you hear me send out some apologies, and rarely will you hear me say that I was wrong about something. But I think I owe Joe Budden an apology. All right, Joe Budden has come out with a few diss tracks to Drake because he knew a diss song was on the horizon with Drake and French Montana because a preview was played about a few weeks ago, a couple months ago actually. The record No Shopping, French Montana's first record off his Mac and Cheese 4 project, is featuring Drake. Look, Drake said in the record, pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. We only know one artist to ever use those lines on a hook of a song, and that's Joe Budden. So all this time, pretty much, I was like, Joe Budden is just trolling. He looking for some attention. But honestly, it does seem like Drake really was trolling, Joe Budden first, and Joe Budden just caught it. Now, maybe Joe Budden got a hold of the track, and we don't know that under the ground somewhere, but we understand now that Joe Budden really wasn't just trolling Drake. He was really on to something. He was right about being dissed by Drake in the No Shopping track. He was right about it, and Budden believes that, he was dissed in the 4 p.m. in Calabasas record as well, even though a lot of people believe that was about P. Diddy. But Budden was right, and I got to eat those words. I was calling Budden a troll, and Drake has messed up. I'm going to tell you why Drake has messed up. As long as you didn't give Joe Budden any attention, this wasn't officially a rap battle because Budden is not in your league. When we talk money, when we talk fame, popularity, songs on the hit list, on the tracks, atop the charts, Budden ain't messing with you. But if we want to get into bars, strictly bars, Joe Budden was eating Drake on them records. It wasn't like he was just putting out Meek Mill type records. Budden was eating Drake. It just was the fact that nobody was paying attention to it unless you were a hip-hop head or somebody who just likes consuming new music, because we just thought Budden was trolling. Now that Drake has given Budden the time of day, this is officially a battle, and I don't believe Budden and Drake is gonna side with. I don't think Budden's gonna sit down like Meek did. Budden's gonna put out track after track after track. This is what he does. He's the ultimate troll. He lives for this. Any way to get him any little popularity, any little fame around his career, he's gonna go for it. And now that Drake gave him that time of the day, we understand that Drake really was dissing the man. So this is a battle. So now we expect a track from Drake. I don't think we're gonna get it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think we're gonna get it. The reason why I think there's a slim chance we might get it, the only chance I think is because Drake gonna be on tour, so he's gonna be around other rappers, he's gonna be around other people, he gonna be able to feel, what I'm saying? With Budden and Drake, he's gonna be able to see this online, and he's gonna be out in the open. Remember last year with Meek Mill and Drake wasn't on tour when this happened. He just dropped the tracks. But now with him about to start that Summer 16 tour with Future, Drake's gonna be out in the open, and people gonna be saying stuff at shows if Budden constantly putting out diss records. And now since Drake's giving Budden the time of day, every diss record I believe is gonna pick up a little bit more steam because Budden is responding with bars. He's on Twitter trolling, but Budden got bars, and that Making a Murderer, boy, he coming at Drake tough. Bar for bar, it is a play on words machine. What Joe Budden did to Drake and that bad boy, it just didn't matter to this point because Budden didn't matter to rap. But now you didn't gave him the time of day. Drake, that was a bad move, my man. Unless you got to come up with a whole diss record for you talking about somebody who has nothing better to do. That's what Budden lives for. Talk to me in my comment box below. What do you think about Joe Budden and Drake, the whole saga? And the fact that Drake really was dissing the man. We don't know if the 4 p.m. in Calabasas was about Joe Budden, but you cannot deny the Pump It Up was about Joe Budden. It's very clear. And it all stems back from Budden saying that he really didn't like Views from the Six. He said it was pretty soft, and pretty much it stemmed from that on his podcast. Well, that's what we had with it. Joe Budden, Drake. Seems like it's going to be a beef. Comment your responses below. I encourage all comments. Talk to me in my comment box below. I go by the name of Pharaoh. You're currently tuning in to Mr. Pharaoh TV. I got to thank you for your time. I don't take it for granted. Salute. I'm out. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to watch my interview, my performance, or maybe it was a feature story. Now, right now, you can either subscribe to my channel or you can watch other performances. Thank you for taking the time out. It's MrTelepharaoh.com. After seeing Drake's